Jai Hind. China has approved the construction of the dam on the eastern edges of Tibetan Plateau, and when this dam will be completed, it will be the world's largest hydropower generation project. This dam could significantly affect the life of millions of people living downstreams in India and Bangladesh. This dam will be built by China on the lower part of Brahmaputra River, a river which is known as the Yarlung Zangpo in Tibet, Yarlung Tsangpo in China, and Brahmaputra in India and Jamuna in Bangladesh. This dam is expected to generate near about 300 billion kilowatt hours of electricity every year. And this generation of electricity is 3 times larger than the Three Gorges Dam, which is currently the world's largest hydropower electricity project. This dam will be located in a deep gorges of the Himalayas, presenting a significant challenges to the engineering because this is a very earthquake-prone area. Additionally, River Brahmaputra flows through the world's deepest canyon with a vertical drop of 25,000 feet. This region also experiences a heavy rainfall which increases the seismic risk. The total cost of constructing this dam will be higher than the Three Gorges Dam. The project also involves drilling multiple tunnels near Namcha Barwa mountain. These tunnels will be important to redirect the flow of river toward the other side. Millions of people will be displaced, and also it is a threat to the local ecosystem of Tibetan Plateau. But the issue is raised by India and Bangladesh because it will alter the flow of the river, and as well as it will also affect the local ecology of the downstream areas. According to the Chinese authorities, the dam will provide a massive source of energy and revenue to Tibet, and it will also solve the problem of water supply and stability in this area. We can conclude that China is giving more and more concern towards the water resources in Himalayan region. China and India both are competing for the valuable hydropower and water resources on a Brahmaputra River. China and India both are superpower and both are facing the water constraint. Brahmaputra River is not only important for China, it is also important for India and Bangladesh because it is a source of livelihood and life for the million people who are living on the route of this river. China has started building a series of dams on this river and diverting water to the northern part of China. China is the world's most aggressive dam builder. In 1949, there were only 22 dams in China, but in 2021, there are more than 80,000 dams presently in China. At least 16% of China's electricity comes from the hydroelectricity. It is a habit of the China to capture the water resources. Just take one example. China has already built a dam on their part of Mekong River, and it has already disrupted the river flow and also causes the environmental pollution. Though the neighboring countries like Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos are reluctant towards this issue because China is a larger country as compared to them. Why China is so worried about the water resources? For this, we have to understand China's geography a little. We all know that China shares the world's 17.7% of population. But China is suffering from an acute water shortage because China has only 6% of the world's freshwater resources. China has 3 main freshwater resources: glacier, surface water and groundwater. According to the China's Ministry of Environmental Protection, China's rivers are so polluted that the water is not suitable for the domestic, even for the agriculture or even for the industrial use. On the other hand, the distribution of fresh water in China is very uneven. The major chunks of freshwater resources in China are located in the south and southeast region, and the major part of North China is dry. To solve this problem, China proposed 2 water diversion programs. One is the South-North Water Diversion Project, and the other was the Great Western Route Diversion Project. This idea was introduced in 1952 by Mao Zedong, and it is estimated to be completed by 2050. This project is supposed to transfer nearly 44.8 million cubic meter of the southern waters. But the controversy rises on a Great Western Route Diversion Project because it is directly affecting India and Bangladesh. And this project involves building a dam on a great bend of River Brahmaputra, which is known as Shumatan Point, where River Brahmaputra takes U-turn. It is a major concern for India because River Brahmaputra is a lifeline to the northeastern states of India. This diversion of the water is very useful for China because it will change 133 million hectares of the land in China, arable land. This could solve 2 problems of China. One is the agriculture and another is the employment. So water from Indus or Brahmaputra is very important for India and China, but still there is no history of such a violent conflict over the water. And moreover, there is no such agreement between India and China on the distribution of water except some memorandum of understanding.